Hello everyone, today's video is at the request of an Instagram subscriber. She wanted to know the steps that I use to get the really highly reflective metallic look from the Born Pretty mirror polish that I ordered recently. And the polish comes in a two-step system. You have your step one, which is the base coat, which I believe is an aqua base. There is no lacquer smell to it. And then you have your metallic base. Very, very thin formula on the metallic. As with a really good metallic polish, they will be thin, very, very thin bases. A thicker suspension base, and those metallic particles wouldn't settle into a nice, smooth metal finish. So really good metallic polishes will have a thin formula like this. And this is the extent of the packaging that you get from Born Pretty. So if anybody has any concerns about ingredients, you'll have to contact them on the site, because that's it. This is what comes to you when you order these. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that their base, I believe it's an aqua base. It has no lacquer smell. However, it dries like polish. It has a slightly blue tinged, milky look to it. And while this is a good base, it still did not give the best possible finish. And I'll show you what using their base resulted in. As you can see, it's quite nice. It's very good for what you get, probably similar to OPI's Push and Shove using their special base. While I don't know what their special base is made of, I'm pretty sure it's probably similar. But side by side, you can see that the sample that I did with the method I used here resulted in a much smoother looking appearance. In their base, you can almost see some of the brush strokes from the metallic, and you don't get that using the method that I used. So how I got the best possible finish was to use as the base coat Accents Gel No Wipe top coat, and that's the key to this is a no dispersion layer top coat as the base. So in my sample here, I have already applied one coat. It's very, very smooth, like glass, really. And that's the key to getting the smoothest possible finish with these metallics. So for this demo, I will not be using their base coat. So the polish, you would go ahead and shake it up really good. We need to get those metallic particles suspended into the liquid. You don't need a lot, so when you take the brush out, you'll wipe one side of the brush really well and then paint your nail. And almost right away, you'll be able to see how it turns that wonderful, super smooth finish. It doesn't take long for the polish to dry, but you do want it to dry completely before you move on. So I would say maybe wait a minute or so before you go on to the next coat. But like I said, very, very reflective. Now, since this is in such a thin base, it is going to be pretty transparent and a little bit streaky. So how I was able to, but obviously once you get something behind it, like your skin, or you can see just how reflective that it turns. But what I would suggest is using a base coat of black, which is what I did for my sample here. one coat of black, one coat of the No Wipe, several coats of the metallic, and no top coat. And I'll show you the reason why in just a moment, that you should not use top coat with this product. So we're going ahead and put our second layer on since this has dried. And again, it dries almost immediately, and you can see that super, super reflective quality of it. It's so reflective that I'll put it up next to my nail here. You can see it picks up just like a mirror the image of my nail and my hand. Pretty much anything that you put in front of it reflects like a mirror. The reason why, so the advantages really of this polish are the ease of use. For a metallic polish, this is quite easy to use. The disadvantage of this polish is that it's really only good for a day or two, and the reason for that is you really shouldn't be using a top coat. And I'll show you a sample of one with a top coat, and you'll see the reason why. The one on the right has top coat, and the one on the left does not, and you can distinctly see how it turns frosty when you top coat it. So this one has the gel top coat on it, and I wanted to test it with regular and gel just to make sure that it was going to have the same issues. And let me get my regular top coat here. This is with regular top coat, and as you can see, it looks exactly the same. So it goes from a smooth finish to a frosty finish when you apply top coats. So I would not advise that. I also had somebody ask me, well, what if you just apply it without a base coat? And this is what happens when you apply it without a base coat. Basically, it looks exactly the same as the ones with top coat. It's basically a frost rather than a metal, smooth metallic finish. So super smooth base is a requirement to get the best look. No top coat to get the best look. And give it some underwear. Give it a coat of black, and you'll get the best look from your polish. So I hope that's been helpful. If anybody has any questions or comments for me, go ahead and leave them down at the bottom. And hopefully I'll have the video up next for this manicure that I have here in the next day or so. And until next time, I will see you guys later.